Hello, Internet. He's crazy. He's crazy. That's what Tori's saying right now. She's watching. How are you guys doing? Oh, did I call this number 71? Do we have two 71s officially? Did I screw that up already? I'm going to see if I can post this comment again, see if it'll pop up on Facebook. If you see this link popping up on Facebook, oh, what does it say? StreamYard here. That's okay. If you see this link on Facebook or YouTube, that is the invite to get in the waiting room to see if you want to join me on the live. Yeah, basically, if you want to get on here and talk to me and share your ideas with me, and we can have a conversation and just have some fun together, just hang out, click that link and you can join in. I'll invite you to come hang out with me. But you better be entertaining. I'm just kidding. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm calling this apparently number 71, which is incorrect. It should be number 72. Going from I can't do that to I'm doing that. And I guess just to be authentic and honest, I am starting my 90 days to unlock your creative potential challenge tomorrow. I'm co-leading it with Derek Kopp, and we've got, I think, 3 people who have joined in, which is amazing. So we're going to meet up tomorrow morning over Zoom to start making moves on this. And I am incredibly excited to be leading from the front on this. And what my goal in this next 90 days is to book a show in Chicago and get 500 people to attend, which even saying that out loud is really scary because there's so many voices telling me I can't do that in my head. What's funny is as I've told people about this over the past few days, pretty much everybody has said, oh, Danny, you should get that, no problem. Like, you will not have a problem getting 500 people into a room, which I really appreciate hearing people believe in me that much. And it does help me believe in myself more. And it's still scary. I don't want to say but there because I don't want to diminish that. But I'll say and it's still scary to imagine how I'm going to have to do that. And I think the answer is one day at a time. And I've been thinking about what venue to try and do it at. And I know somebody who works with Epiphany Center for the Arts. And I think there's an opportunity to give him a call today and discuss making this possible. And that would be step 1. I'm sharing that to say that I'm looking at the goal at the end, and then it's like, well, what could I do today? And what I can do today is I can call a venue that holds over 500 people and see what kind of availability they have in August or September. I think doing a Friday or Saturday in the fall is at a venue that holds at least 500 people is what I'm looking at making happen. And I just need to get clear on marketing the show. You know, I've got this idea for this fight, which could be cool. Also, just selling, you know, that Safety Squad is friendship and fun. It's authentic. I think there's an opportunity to think about what kind of guests would I want to have? What kind of other musicians would I want to have to make it a unique experience? Make it something that people go, oh, all these people are going to be in the same room on the same stage. I want to see that because that's going to be unique and new and special. You know, maybe it's the Safety Squad super band where I ask another keyboard player and have 2 guitarists and maybe 2 drum sets and a full horn section. And it's this big, big thing. Background singers, dancers. I don't know exactly what I need to do. I'm kind of just spitballing right here, but I do think just getting live on here, I'm seeing how it's easy to get lost in the sauce, and it's easy to think, oh, like I have this big idea, and then get lost in all these fantasies about it. And I'm reminding myself right now to come back to zero, come back to today, Thursday, May 18th, come back to right now and say, well, right now, if I want to play a show for 500 people, first step is probably find a space and make an agreement with a space that we're going to do a show. So, and I can do that today. I can send an email. I can make a phone call today. And doing that is one step closer to, that is, I'm recognizing that there's still a big voice in my head saying there's no way I can get 500 people into a room for a show. I also I can challenge that voice because I've gotten 100 people to show up to a live one 3 times in the past 3 months. So, or I guess in the past 4 months, but whatever, doesn't really matter. So I can do that. I can get 100 people in a room. Over 90 days, as I continue to develop as a person, as I continue to serve people, as I continue to deepen the relationships with people I have and make new relationships, as I work on my craft of music, of performance, of comedy, of video making, of inspirational speaking, of just being Danny, of poking and prodding and challenging and looking for new things, I will grow into the type of person that attracts 500 people into one room. Yeah. So I guess as a lesson here, what I want to share is take a moment, if you will, while you're listening to this, to look deep inside at what it is that really lights you up, what you really want to do, what you really wish you were doing more of, what you think is I don't know, say your calling, but something that really, really you want to do and you're not doing. And find where in that you're saying, I can't do that. And don't make yourself wrong for feeling that. Be okay with that feeling. Sit with that feeling, and then also just be open to exploring the possibility. Right next to the phrase, I can't do that, is actually a step towards doing that. I can't book a venue. I can't play a show of original music that 500 people come to. Okay, I'm going to feel that, and I'm going to say, well, I could email a venue that holds 500 people and see if they'll have me. I don't even know if I've said no to me already before I've even asked them. I've already assumed that I don't have enough clout, that they're not going to want to have me there, that they're not going to trust me. So maybe I should trust myself and say, and just try on, I can get 500 people into a room. I can play a show to entertain 500 people. And just say that and just sitting with that feeling and saying, this is to do something new, you got to do something new. For things to be different, you got to do something new. And I could spend my whole life never playing a show for 500 people and be right and unhappy. Or I can challenge that story in myself and say, you know what? I'm going to reach out to a venue that holds 500 people and commit to believing I can get 500 people in a room, and commit to doing things every day to get 500 people into a room. As I say it right now, it's how would I get 500 people in a room? First of all, if I tell 1,000 people about it, that's not off to a bad start. If I make posters and hang them up around the city, around areas where I believe people who would be interested in it go congregate at, that's going to help get people there. If I spend some money on some advertisements, that could help get people there. If I continue to make content that gives value to people, continue to live stream, continue to make short videos, people always tell me how inspiring my videos are. And they're talking about these live streams and my short videos and stuff, where they're moved by seeing me just creating and not being afraid of my mistakes or my personality. I'm 72 days into the live streams now. In 90 days, I'll be 150-ish days in, and I'm really thinking I want the show in September. So when 100 days from now, I will have been committed to this live stream even more, been able to serve even more people. Yeah, I guess I'm just kind of spitballing here out loud. I'm pacing, and I'm wearing my shirt that makes me look like I'm naked. This is a fuel for a disorienting stream. I guess I just want to share that I can't do that is a phrase that we can hold on to and feel like is absolutely true. And there's power in, again, not making yourself wrong for having that feeling, but being willing to question that feeling and being willing. It's I think there's a conflation. I can't get 500 people in a room for a show. like technically true today. Like if I had a show tonight, I wouldn't get 500 people there. But I can there people have played shows for 500 people before. It's not like that's never been done before. And I can take a step today to book something where over the course of 3 months or 4 months I can focus on my attention on getting 500 people in the room. That probably means personally reaching out to over 1,000 people and then painting the town in whatever way I can. Posters, videos, emails, social media posts, and just making sure people know about this, and not just making sure people know about it, but making sure it is awesome enough that people want to go. I think there's this way to approach your local band show where you've set it up where it's like, oh, we're a local band playing, and then what you're giving to people is they're going to go, oh, like that would be fun to go to, but if I have something else, I have something else. So instead, I'm going to say, what would this event look like where people will go, I cannot miss that. I'm putting that on my calendar 2 months out, and I'm telling all my friends because that is going to be amazing. How can we make that happen? That's where I'm at. And I think everybody has things that they wish they were doing that they're not there yet. And I'll just share, pay attention to your I can't do that phrases. Pay attention to the things you say you can't do. Because I'm not sitting here like, oh, I could never be a construction worker. I'm not like, oh, I could never be a doctor. Like, I don't really care about doing those things. So I'm not even saying I could never do that. But the things I really want to do, often I might say, I can't do that, or I could never do that. And I hear people say that, oh, I could never play piano in front of people. Oh, I could never do stand-up comedy. Oh, I could never approach a stranger. It's like, well, is underneath that I can't or I could never a desire to do it? And if so, can you sit with that tension and see what kind of wisdom or insight comes from sitting with that, instead of just letting the I can't dominate? Sit with that and honor that feeling and see what comes up. You might be surprised. You might be surprised at what you can do today to bring you one step closer to the thing you want. I think that's about it as far as what I want to share today. Yeah, this feels a little short, which is funny because 13 minutes used to be long, and now 13 minutes is a little on the short side, but that's all I got. I guess I'll share, community is awesome. My friend Hannah from comedy class, she texted me this morning and she said, hey, let's do a virtual jam session. Because our assignment for this week is to write 15 one-liners. And she said, how about I'll send you a word and you write a one-liner, and then you send me a word and I write a one-liner, and let's go back and forth and see if we can come up with jokes. And it's cool. Like I imagine she reached out to me to do that because I reached out to her to write jokes this past Sunday. And just community comes from reaching out. And I'll say I saw myself lamenting not having community in 2021, in 2022. I also didn't really do anything to create community. I just sat at home and wished I had community. And I'm seeing, in my comedy class, I reached out to someone from comedy class to say, hey, let's make jokes together. And now she's reaching out to me saying, hey, let's make jokes together. And we're starting community and we're building each other up. I'm pretty proud of at least one of my jokes. I'll read a joke and then I'll get out of here. People are probably like, Danny, you're not funny yet. Stop telling your jokes on stream. Okay, I think this one's good. In retrospect, I should not have taken my blind date to the art museum. Candles are great for sexy times and missed electric bills times. What else? I think I have one other. Oh, this one was good. I was really moved by a Save the Trees campaign I saw, and I wanted to help. So I chopped one down and brought it inside so it could be safe. Okay. Not all heroes wear capes. And actually, if you think about it, if you see a guy wearing a cape in public, you probably want to stay away from him. Video games are like women, except I know how to turn video games on. I'm going to read one more. This one's funny. I came up with this yesterday. The main difference between my dog and my girlfriend is my girlfriend isn't happy to see me if I lock her in a cage for 3 hours. All right, that's enough. That's enough, Danny. Get out of here. Get out of here with your stupid jokes. Okay, cool. I'm going to wrap it up here. Love you all. Stay safe. Look at the things that you say I can't do that and recognize maybe what you're actually saying is I really want to do that. Take care. Bye.